It says we're live, so I'm going to assume that we're live. Welcome to an improvised hangout. For anybody that happens to catch this shit. I'm Eric Harrison from the Death Twitch.
I'm Jay Bond from Bloodbath and Beyond.
So here's what happened, sort of. I'm not going to give them all details, but hey, we've been hanging out kind of privately, just drinking beer, fucking talking shit for a few hours now.
Well, I was drinking ciders.
He was okay. Good point. Ciders, beer on this end, but we decided to wait until we were actually feeling pretty good and buzzed, like to go live. So here we are. Do this.
Isn't that weird? It's like we decided that we still want to talk to each other, but like as sober guys for 3 hours, we just one-on-one cammed up. Like, what up, man?
We had a good like really heart to heart there for a while.
Mm.
Anyway, but we also have to apparently, according to Jay over there, and I feel it's fine, but we have to put a cap on this. What you said, something about an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah. Because every time it goes overboard.
It goes for 7 hours.
We do like 4. Yeah, last time I'm like, oh, we only did it for 4 hours. That's better. And it's like, no, that was the third recording of that night. Like,
you're right.
Whatever we did when we did Santa's sleigh, we did it for like almost 8 hours straight.
But sadly, I wasn't there for all of it.
No.
I was there sometimes, and then I was on the sidelines for some of it, but I really tried to be there in spirit for you guys.
Well, thank you so much, man.
And with we felt that shit started on my channel, and then it went to your channel, and I fucking fell out of the loop.
What can you?
And that's my bad. I'll take full responsibility. That's me over here.
So, what's his name? What did you call this, Eric?
Well, yeah, because I personally and completely independently decided that this should be called No Homo Dickabob Craine. And I would love to tell you what that means, but I'd rather just leave it to your imagination.
I love it.
I feel like we're off on the wrong foot right now.
All right, let's get on the right one.
Let's do that. So, Jay, what the fuck does this title mean?
Okay, so I don't know. You said come up with a name for it, and I said Dickabob Craine.
And I said okay, because that's the way I've understood how to like go forward with things that we do. It's not like let's just fucking do it. Just fucking go with it. Like, yeah, that's the way we've understood how to roll together as the Chain Gang. We do have viewers, by the way.
The Chain Gang.
Oh, I don't have.
Look at my small ass.
You still paying on that sucker? Layaway?
Yeah, like every paycheck, I just like get another ounce added to it. Actually, like an ounce of gold's like $1,200. That's never happened. Like, I'm not just dropping $1,200 every 2 weeks to just throw on this chain. I've got my grandma like smelding this in her fucking attic. Like, oh, I got this for you.
That's authentic.
Now you got me thinking of the fucking visit. Well, I got me thinking of
you did. I mean, I haven't even seen the movie.
However,
before we get into the topics at hand here, which of course will be horror related, anybody that understands how to fucking interact with us here on Google Hangouts, we do have the Q&A open. If you can possibly figure out how to ask questions, we'll consider answering them. That's all I have to say. We'll consider it.
Right. This isn't a Q&A. However, we will talk to you if you want to talk to us.
If you can figure out Google, then you're cool with that.
Agreed.
We got 7 viewers already. Excellent.
Great.
So let's talk about, first of all, what we're drinking.
Yes, this is completely necessary.
It's not a drunken but it's just a drunk.
I think people would expect, like...
Right. I mean, oh, actually, somebody already put... Hey, what's up?
In the comments?
Yeah. No, somebody posted a question already.
Oh, I don't have that.
You got to open your Q&A thing. Didn't
I
you do
got
that?
it open, bro.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Well, I can tell you what he says. Will you talk to me? I believe that's Luke, right? ZS5 Productions. Am I
Oh, okay. I can see them now.
wrong?
Oh, when
Luke-
I opened it, it said like uh questions or answers. Like which ones did you want to see? So I don't get to see the answers.
Oh,
Okay. I got it.
you can talk to us on here, Luke. Or I'm assuming that's your name. My bad, dude. I have a lot of people I got to keep track of. Bear with me. And I am the worst name person ever. So I call everybody bro, I think.
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm the guy at work that's like, "Hey, boss, great job."
Boss. Yeah, that's a good one too. He says, I am Luke. So I think I got that right. What up, dude?
I am your father.
Thank you for fucking figuring out how to do this. If you have questions or you don't have a topic to suggest, it's
there's a
fine.
fucking annotation for anyone who's never figured it out. I just went to your video and it says like, click here to be part of the conversation, and it brings you right here. So there's no reason that nobody should be, you know?
Right on.
All right. What are you drinking, Eric?
Well, you know what? I started my night drinking George Killian's Irish Red, but I fucking polished off that whole 6-pack. So now I'm drinking Michelob Amber Bock dark lager. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm about that Bock, bro.
And what have you got sipping over there?
I have these shiny ciders from a local brewery because we had like a big open party at our like work, which was awesome. But they had like a ton of extra ciders, so we like stacked up the cases and split them amongst everybody. So I got like 9 or 10 of them.
No, wow,
Pretty
that
dope.
explains. So
I'm just fucking going to town for like the last 3 days.
So you're getting drunk and a sugar high at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm sure I have diabetes.
I hope not.
And these are like 7%, like crazy
Take your shot.
ciders.
Okay.
What?
I said take your insulin shot.
Oh, I didn't know what you meant. Like, take a shot. Oh,
yeah, that's not the shot I meant, but you know what? I'm always down with that. So here we go.
All right. Let's talk horror movies, I guess, because that's what we talk about. I say that as if like, oh, they're forcing us to talk about horror movies again.
You made it sound like, first of all, we actually, what? You know what? Let's cover, for anybody, okay, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. For everybody that did not witness what we were just going through for 3 hours, you were a mad scientist. And,
yes.
You know, kudos to you because you're going to fucking conquer the world one day figuring out all this shit.
That's the motherfucking goal.
But we did talk horror. We watched music videos together as well. That's just the way it is. Tupac. Even.
That's just the way it is, Tupac. We did watch some Peter Gabriel. Oh, no, Phil Collins.
But let's not mention the specific horror we were talking about because that's a surprise. So let's go on to another one. I got one. I can just bring up Night of the Living Dead. Unless you got a better one you want to start us off on.
No, that's cool. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I did get drunk with John Russo recently, and that was pretty fun.
What? Like at a convention?
Yeah. At Scaricon.
Hell yeah. See,
I drank with him. Like, he is a very big drinker, by the way. I did not expect it. He's like pretty old, but like me and him drank till like 3 a.m.
That's so cool.
It was pretty.
Yeah, you know, you suck. You get to have all the cool experiences.
No, you can have them. Here. Have them.
Oh, here, right now? Thank you. It's like an early birthday present.
When's your birthday?
In May.
Hey, my birthday's in May.
I'm 25th. What are you?
I'm 7.
Okay, so we're different signs though. We're close.
You're turning 25 and I'm turning 7. correct?
Really, I got to be the old one.
Well,
I
you're
gotta
right.
look
You're
after
right.
you.
I'm the guy in the baseball cap.
Babysitting Jay and shit.
It's
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Some things will never change. No one's ever going to get that. Just the same
And
that no one will ever get Dick Bob Craine.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I know it sounds like I'm like not really paying attention. I'm just trying to tweet this out so everyone can come join us.
Oh yeah. He's the tweeter. He's gonna get the audience here. I'm the guy that's like, hey, if you fucking missed it, that's your problem. Are you actually watching the movie, or do I have to get? No, we're not watching any movie at all. We're just
we're not watching a movie. It's not
being drunk and fucking talking shit. But we did decide ahead of time that we need to like designate certain movies as topics because, in my opinion, in the past we get too all over the place about like what do you think was the best decapitation scene, and it's like really I got to think about thousands of movies to try and figure that out. Fuck that. Let's narrow this shit down to one movie at a time. Night of the Living Dead. And you got drunk with John Russo. So that's awesome. I haven't.
End of conversation.
I guess that was that one.
If this mic wasn't like held up by some arm, I would try and drop it. But unfortunately, gravity doesn't allow that.
Just slam it down. Wham!
And he threw it on the ground.
No. Let's stick with this one for just a few more minutes, and then we can switch to another one. So we're talking original, right? Black and white.
Yeah.
What do we got to say about that? What do you think of those zombies? Do you think that they hold up or no?
I'm gonna go with no.
Really?
I haven't seen it in a long time, and I think like the black and white is to their advantage.
Sure. Yeah, I can agree.
Because you're not picking it at it, and I mean, you take that into consideration when you watch older movies anyway.
Yes. I mean, I'm with you, but there was a few points made in the original movie that I sort of side with, where it's like they even pointed out they're real slow. You can run past them, but when there's enough of them, that's when the threat sets in.
And I guess that's kind of how, like, obviously, the whole zombie genre has been built off that whole concept.
Mm.
Which is great because you're not afraid of one zombie. You're afraid of 50 zombies encompassing you. So like that's something that's definitely stuck true is like the way that zombies work. I mean, obviously people have tried running zombies and all that stuff, but that's not what's scary because they can fucking be obliterated with a shovel. So it doesn't matter. So like it's just like an ant. It's like I'm not afraid of an ant, but I'm afraid of 10,000 ants because that would be terrifying.
True dat.
So you got like a bunch of, guys that I could beat up. It's just like that question. What would you rather fight? Like 10 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? It's like I'll always go the one item that I need to fight. I don't want to fight 10 anything ever. Have you not heard that expression? You're looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is something I'm pretty sure you brought it up last time. It kind of triggered my memory, but I feel like I'm the opposite. Where I would actually stomp all those duck-sized horses over taking on the one big ass duck. So that's just preference. Preference.
I don't think you would. Because you'd be too frightened by so many things.
You know what? 10 I feel like I could deal with. If you upped those numbers then I could see myself getting like, oh fuck.
What if it was one zombie versus 10 zombies?
But what's the difference between the zombies?
Right. One agile zombie versus 10 like slow moving zombies.
What's my weapon?
A broomstick.
Okay, fucking broomstick. That's not going to do any good for any reason. I could probably choke out but it's a zombie. You can't choke out a zombie. right?
Right. To my knowledge, I've never seen it.
Exactly.
I've never seen anyone do it.
I could whack 10 really slow zombies and get them out of my way. I would be more concerned about the agile, I guess. So.
I feel like
you really may have made your point here.
I think that you could whack 10 zombies, but by the time you get to like the other zombie, the other one's probably like the first zombie after whacking the other 9. I think he's gonna be like ready to go again, and he's just gonna start lurking over. Sure. And so you're gonna do it again, and then it's a battle of endurance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's like, yeah, you can fend off 10 zombies right now, but you can't fend off 10 zombies when they continue to come at you forever.
Yes. You have a good point, but I really want to know, like, what is your plan for taking out that one really agile zombie with a broomstick? Do you have a plan? He's agile. He might even be able to keep up with you if you break out in a sprint.
It depends on how agile. If he's jumping at me with like knees, like Tony Jaw knees, then I'll have...
Tony Jaw is a zombie. Is that what it's come to?
yeah, we'll use that. So like,
we're all fucked then.
He's fucking getting. I'm gonna fuck
take
this guy up. So I'm gonna use his knee to my advantage to snap my broomstick. Then I'm gonna use his knee to my advantage to snap that broomstick, or like each side. Now I have 4 things.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna put them like fucking, just sit there. And wait for him to jump back on me.
He's still throwing knees and elbows at you. It's Tony Jaw.
And I have all these fucking spikes now.
Okay, you can. But you got to go for the brain. Is there a difference between taking out an agile zombie and a slow zombie? Do you got to get the brain?
No, I think it would definitely be brain still.
It's still brain, but not if we're not talking Return of the Living Dead, because that's totally different though.
Right. You
can't hit the brain and take those guys out. You can't. In fact, that's a lose-lose situation, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But seriously, Tony Jaw is a zombie. I really kind of want to see this now.
I would pay a lot of money to see that.
He needs to do that.
I wouldn't pay a lot of money. I'd pay $9.
$8.50? Matinee price?
Matinee price. Whatever it is.
No, seriously? Like, Tony Jaw, his movies aren't great, but his fucking stunts.
Exactly. Like, Ong Bak is not stellar.
No.
But, like, there's some camera work in there, and, like, based on his moves that are just, it's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal, and that's the draw. But seriously, Tony Jaw's zombie is blowing my mind right now, because I don't think we would survive.
Well, if there was 10 Tony Jaw zombies, that'd be different. Well, but we're talking like 10 Bette Midler zombies versus...
oh, no, that sounds like a personal hell. I'd rather take on the Tony Jaw zombie.
I think you'd be down. I think Bette Midler's got like a fine zombie bod. A zombod.
You know what? You take on the Bette. This is getting so stupid already. You take on the Midlers.
I'll take on the Midlers.
What are they gonna do though? Sing you to death? Like,
oh, you're right. I'd fucking Tony Jaw just fucking kick me now.
You'd be the wind underneath the zombie wings, basically.
It's gonna end up turning into a goddamn musical.
It really would. Let's move on to the next movie, unless you have anything else to add.
Yeah.
I think what we all came out with this is that we probably wouldn't survive a zombie apocalypse.
Right, like one of us is going mad because he's being sang to death by a bunch of Bette Midler zombies.
And the other guy's getting kneed to death. Yeah.
What can you do?
Fucking just a zombie throwing some badass kicks and shit.
Fighting. Just keep fighting. Keep fighting the good fight.
Yeah. You see, it's all you now. It's on you.
Oh, have you seen Queen Crab?
I can say no, but you should tell me all about it.
It's about a crab that grows up to be larger than regular crabs, and
Regular crabs.
it fucking terrorizes a city. Well, like a rural town.
Okay. I was about to ask. I was like, city? Are we talking Manhattan here?
No, I wish, because it would just be Lavalantula.
Is it set in Georgia?
It could very well be set in Georgia.
That was my first
They were
guess.
talking about like crawfish. They're like, oh, I gotta go get some crawfish or something.
Queen
Anyway,
crab.
I only said that because it was on my desktop still from when I got the screener.
Let me ask you this though: if you went to the doctor and crab, do you think that's something you could live with?
If I had crabs,
Queen crabs.
oh, queen crabs,
Yeah.
ooh. Specifically this. I don't know. I'm not getting into this.
Fair enough.
I could live with them, but I
can
get
make a
rid
horror
of
movie
it.
out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
I
tell
don't
me
know
about
how
the
to
movie.
respond
So
to
it's
that.
in a rural country, and it might be Georgia. But tell me this: why should I watch this movie?
Because I don't think you should. It's not very good.
Yeah. All right.
Well, it's okay. It does have a lot of like cool stop motion animation and stuff.
All right.
Well, or it's really good CGI. I know that's blasphemy in the horror community.
CGI that looks like stop motion.
Yeah, it looks like it's moving around, and like there's many scenes in the movie where I just had no idea whether it was like stop motion in front of a green screen or if it was CGI. So like there's times where like maybe it's just walking on the dock and like the lighting is just like perfect that I don't think somebody could light it that good. Like I don't know.
Maybe it was yeah, I guess it was maybe a combination of using CGI, but like they
I don't
did
know.
with Jurassic Park, where they did a stop motion and CG at the same time.
Yeah, it could very well be that. And like there's times where like somebody's holding the crab and they're like moving it, and the way that the motion tracking and like the crab is turning at the same time, like just a girl like holding, it looks like she's holding like a toy crab, but it's like moving the whole time. It's like, come on. And this was released by Wild Eye Releasing, who usually has like a lot of shitty movies. If you're watching, I'm sorry. But Wild Eye,
They're totally watching right now.
no, I've had them watch and comment before. Same with Midnight Releasing. I've
Maybe
had them. Oh, I think your computer just fucked up.
We're safe over here, dude. We can talk shit about anybody. It's all good.
All right.
I'm just joking. Don't talk shit.
What
you're telling me is Queen Crab is the best movie you ever saw.
Possibly. Right? I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember what rating I gave it. I might have given it a great rating because I thought it was so fun to watch.
Crabs out of 5.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, that was a shitty movie to talk about. Let me see what else I have. Freaks of Nature. We talked about this before. A little bit.
You sound like a transformer.
You sound like a transformer.
Yeah, I know. This is what was bound to happen. Let's keep going. It's on my quality a little bit, so I look a little bit pixelated.
Muddy.
I mean, it's just fucking me and my face sitting in this room. What matters more to me is that anybody can hear me more than see me. I mean, it's just fucking me. You know what I look like?
I can hear you.
You bitches know what I look like.
Okay, what's your next movie to talk about?
Give me a second.
This better be awesome.
It's not gonna be.
It better be better than Queen Crab. I don't know why I fucking pulled that one out. I literally just looked to the left because my laptop's just sitting here, and I just saw it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I guess that's the one.
You know what? This is dumb. This doesn't even fucking matter. Does not work. But based on the name that was given to this hangout,
Sleepy
what
Hollow.
about Sleepy Hollow? Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that movie back in the day.
The Burton version or the cartoon?
Not the cartoon. There's a
I
cartoon.
haven't seen the fucking movie in a while, but I remember I always enjoyed it.
The cartoon one?
No, the fucking Tim Burton version.
Yeah, me too. I remember seeing it and just loving it. But I haven't seen it since like the day it came out. I think I saw
wow.
that. I think I
50
saw
years ago.
I think I saw it in theaters and that was it.
Holy shit, really?
But I liked it back then.
I can't remember if I seen it in theaters.
You know, like it's weird when I'll bet you have like a ton of ideas like that. Like I have a lot, I'm sure, where it's like, yes, I remembered, I saw it, I loved it, and like 30 years later, I have that idea because I only saw it once.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh, that's a great movie. Like Hannibal. I think I saw Hannibal when it first came out, and I loved it. And that's one of the movies that I would say today is a great movie. However, if I were to watch it today, it's probably not as good as I remember it because I have 10 years of me thinking it was good.
Sure.
I think the same thing may very well apply to Piranha 3D. Because this is a movie that I loved. I thought this was the best fucking movie when it came out. However, it was also one of the first 3D horror movies that I saw when it came out. So did that have a huge impact on me? And I just put it on like our top 10 modern horror remakes based on my knowledge of watching it when it first came out.
Fuck, it better be good because I was going to watch it on your recommendation.
But my recommendation is fucking dated.
You know what?
Despite
but that's okay because I'm the old. We're kind of more along, like lined up.
Oh, Danny Moth is here.
I don't know who that is, but welcome, Danny Moth.
She's cool. She's been like a huge like follower of ours for a long time. She always has.
Wow, she found her way here. Oh, that's because you tweeted it. I
tweeted it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
I was like, whoa.
She recently became like a writer on Bloodbath, so she's part of the Bloodbath team.
Oh shit!
Which is dope.
Why the fuck are you here and not watching Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I knew someone would say
it. Anyway.
Yo, you're all fucked up, man. Or maybe
why am I
I'm
here watching these pixelated assholes? Oh, no, it's going to be both of us.
You're right. You're right.
We
knew it happened.
Everything went so smooth until we went live, but we did know this shit would happen. I might even go voice only. You know how I do.
Fuck that noise.
No, fuck that. I already lowered the quality so much.
Oh, that's the thing we can do?
Can you hear me? Yeah, if you go up to your settings at the top of the screen, there's like adjust bandwidth usage.
Oh, no, I'm on old school, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that option.
You don't have that?
Nope.
I'm sure you're fine. It's all me over here.
Anyway.
We fucking did a private thing for like 3 hours. That was fine. Anyway, yeah, next topic.
Do you ever watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Was that like
It's a TV show that was like horror related.
No. Never saw it.
It was like an anthology. Interesting. I'm Canadian, and it is Canadian, so maybe that's a me thing. But Danny's not Canadian, I don't think.
It sounds familiar, but I think it came after my time, like right as I was getting kind of disenchanted with the horror genre. I'm assuming mid 90s ish.
Yes.
That was right when I was like losing interest because I don't know, things just weren't as cool to me anymore. That was right when I was losing interest in the horror genre, which is sad because I was such a big fucking horror fan up until then. And then that's just seems to be when things went to shit. Maybe that's just a getting old kind of thing.
For sure.
And I kind of dropped out for a while, which is kind of one of the blessings of having started this channel because it reignited my love for this genre. And so I'm trying to like, go back and see what I might have missed during that time where I kind of dropped out for a while. So I should probably check out Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I agree with that. And you've kind of like hit on something that's, I guess I should talk about one day.
Not today.
I might talk about it again, but I've never talked about this before. So I've had like a fucked up life sometimes. I mean, well, not sometimes, but the whole time.
Okay, that's.
So I've had like a really fucked up life, and at one point, like, I was watching so many horror movies, like, because I've been watching horror movies for a very long time. However, like, I also smoked myself retarded with it, like, in high school, so I can't remember shit. So, smoked weed. I mean, not
other.
Also cigarettes.
Things.
Like I smoked.
Oh, okay.
No, I did like a ton of drugs. I've been a drug addict for like my entire life. I'm not now.
Yay!
But, woo! I'm like 3 years now, I think. So
Excellent.
3 years or 4 years clean, which is good.
Fuck yeah, it is.
But I actually had like a huge issue where like I was watching so many horror movies that I thought like horror movies were happening in real life. Like nobody, like I wasn't hurting anybody, and I wasn't actually seeing murders, but like everywhere that I'd go, I would see people getting murdered. Like everybody I'd talk to, I would like picture like shit killing them, which is really fucked up.
It sounds like it is. It sounds like the plot of a horror movie.
Yeah. It was, and so like I actually did like at that time. This is not a thing now, but I got diagnosed as like schizophrenic with extreme psychosis.
Yeah, this is going to be a horror movie in the future for sure.
It would be great because like even like I talked to like a psychiatrist at the time and was like, dude, some shit's happening. He's like, do you see anything now? I'm like, yeah, I see this chair's flying at your goddamn face and it's going to stab you right in the eye. And that reminded me of it. So that's a thing. Right.
Do you see anything happening to me?
The posters are wrapping you up and smoking you.
Oh shit. That's cool.
Yeah, like I can see Marilyn Manson's just blazing you up.
I could live with that. I'm cool with that.
That'd be so weird. But now you got me all fucked up now.
You know what's funny is because Manson actually claims to have smoked human bones before.
Really?
Yeah. So that, maybe one day if he fucking outlives me, he'll actually roll up some Eric Doobie.
If I wasn't clean, I'd walk to the corner and be like, "Yo, you got any human bones?"
Their story was that they were fucking around in a cemetery and they had like a little hand recorder and they were filming, like they were recording some new material in the cemetery, and somebody found some human remains and they put it in a pipe and started smoking it.
We're
off topic now.
No, but I still think this is certainly good material.
It is good. You're right. It is.
I would imagine that. Okay. Now this isn't me now, but me drug days.
Okay.
I think if I was in like a cemetery, why not? Like, say I was wasted. Maybe I'm fucking high off coke. I'm fucking high off something.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
and like I found like a small bone. It's probably not a human bone. It's probably a raccoon or a chicken bone that a raccoon's dragged.
Chicken bones. Right.
It just happened to be in a cemetery. So
Exactly.
you've got another drunk or high friend that says, "Yo, man, I found this human bone. Let's smoke this bone." Like, okay. And like me being okay, not really thinking, it probably doesn't even light. It doesn't work, but it makes for a good story. And then 20 years later, you're the guy who smoked fucking human bones in a cemetery. You know how many stories I have like that?
I hang out in cemeteries. I mean, not on the reg, but I do.
I'm not on the reg.
Not on the reg.
I like how fucking chill you are about it.
I can say that I can admit that I have smoked blunts, made out, fondled a girl in a cemetery, smoked more blunts, got drunk. I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like it's what I do on a weekly basis. But I've never smoked human remains or anything like that.
I will say that, like, on a weekly basis, you should definitely fondle girls in the cemetery.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
That would be like on Tinder, like, hey, want to hit up the cemetery tonight? Swipe right, please.
And you know what? They're kind of excited about that idea. They seem to dig it, so it works. Just don't bring up the smoking bones. You know, that's just crossing the line. But
unless you're smoking this bone,
booyah! Exactly. Be like, she smoked a bone in the cemetery. I'll just say.
Yeah.
It felt pretty good. I was happy. I was satisfied. I felt alive. Wow. We are so goddamn off topic. This is what happens when you decide to start the hangout after you already got wasted.
Well, you also got wasted, so it's on you too.
When I said you, I meant us. I should have said after we got wasted.
Right.
Because we literally just spent hours going, I'm not drunk enough yet. I need to drink some more. I'm not drunk enough.
I know. And then I got tangled up in wires and shit for like a long time.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we got a question. So let's do that because that gives us some kind of structure.
Top 10 episodes for Bloodbath. So if you want to start with the best episodes, give me a week and I'll have a rec list for you. What does that mean? What's a rec list? Quit being so reckless, Danny.
Reckless.
Oh, recommendation list. You're not paying attention.
I'm trying to understand the question or the comment.
So she's currently doing a top 10 episode like of Are You Afraid of the Dark for the website.
Oh, we're still on that topic. Okay.
And so she's just saying,
well, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, well, this is where it all stemmed from, didn't it? We're back to square one.
Human bones. I thought we had moved on from Are You Afraid of the Dark? But that's fine that we're back on that because if somebody's going to give me some recommendations, if I can locate like episodes, I got free time. I'll check them out.
Oh, did you watch Little Dead Riding Hood?
No.
What a terrible, terrible
I watched
movie.
Your review of it, though.
Don't bother. Please don't watch it.
I mean,
I'd love to see what like your thoughts are on some of the movies that I think are shitty.
You're right, because we're not like the kind of people that agree even mildly.
No, yeah, like we have very strong opinions in many different directions.
True, yeah.
And I'd be interested. Like one day we should just do another challenge, kind of like what we did with the Sacrament back in the day.
It's a collaboration effort, sure.
Yeah,
If you want to throw me a challenge, man, I'm up
Well,
for it.
I think we should do a challenge again, and I don't know what it's going to be.
I can tell you this much. I watched Blood Runs Cold based on you guys' review, and I didn't like it as much as you guys did.
Oh,
So we're probably always.
what about
gonna
that
have-
head smash though?
Okay, there might be like a few frames that are cool.
Yes, it was very short. Fair enough.
And we should make it we really should make it like it's a going rounds, like fuck you, this was awesome, fuck you if you don't like it. We can make it like a build up to a Las Vegas boxing match or something.
Oh, that would be cool. I wonder what we would do. Like, I've done one like that, and I don't know if you ever saw that. It was a collaboration I did with like Feud Nation, and I fought for Hostile and he fought for Saw. And it was Saw versus Hostile.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
And so it was back and forth. So he actually has, like, that guy has a channel that's really cool, but he doesn't, sometimes he's fairly insulting. Like, he insulted both movies, and he wasn't really defending Saw. He was just he was basically just making fun of horror movies the whole time.
Oh,
Well, I'm sitting there like, but Hostel's good, and he's like, well, I don't give a fuck. Both these movies suck. But
sounds like a trap.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely felt like it. But like, he's cool enough. Like, we only had like 800 subs, and he had 30K.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, is there any way that we can do a horror collab? He's like, yeah, okay. Usually I don't do collabs with people your size. And he
Holy shit.
And he did it, and I'm just like,
because I would just say I usually don't do collabs. Period.
Right? No, he gave me a specific number. He said like under like 1,200 or something. I was like, fair enough, but like, I still want to do it. So you in? He's like, okay, and we did it.
Cool.
And it was. I think you should check it out, because that could be a very similar format that we could work in to do a kind of battle thing.
Sure, because we've actually we have something in the works for me on my channel, but we could do another thing where we could do something for you guys on Bloodbath.
For sure. I would definitely. Oh yeah, that's something weird. We haven't had you on Bloodbath. Like, we've done.
Not, huh?
Yeah, that's surprising. And what's surprising is that we have both grown a significant amount without using each other to grow.
We just hang out because we like to hang out, but
Right.
It's not like I'm trying to profit off of you or you off of me. No, yeah.
Right.
Well,
Like,
we did the one thing like a long time ago with the Sacrament and Behind the Mask, but that's all we.
Yeah, that's
really
like
done.
like so long ago. Like,
We were right. We were both actually really small channels back then. We've grown a lot since that time.
yeah, and it hasn't been like, hey, like, let's collab. It's just, hey, let's talk.
We usually just get drunk together. We just fucking
Right.
get drunk.
Yeah, but we should.
We're just drinking buddies.
But what we should do is definitely do some collabs so that we can benefit from each other.
I think we're getting 2016 will be the year.
Finally.
So we can do a queen crab thing.
No, I already reviewed it. I just don't have the footage. I don't know what I liked, what I disliked.
Yeah, if you want to challenge me on a movie, I mean that's fine. I mean, you do know. I mean,
I'm gonna make a proper video that's gonna call you out, and I don't know what it's gonna be.
and you know that we just get along, but we don't always agree. So it'll probably be that situation where I'm like, "What are you talking about? That movie sucked." And you'll be like, "It was all right. What are you saying?"
Yeah, that's true. That shit happens all the time, which is so weird, because like, as good of friends as we are, we do have differing opinions on a lot of things. However,
think
we
it's
also
pretty
have
cool.
a lot of agreeable things, because you tend to like a lot of the major franchises. So do I.
You're damn right I do. That's why they're major franchises, because they're pretty good. Or
Right.
at least they started
Right.
good.
If they were like, if they were mediocre franchises, they'd be The Collector.
Okay, I'm not even never seen him, so maybe that's a challenge. I don't know. You choose your challenge carefully.
It's not going to be right now, but I will make a video and I will challenge you to something
You
soon.
gonna call me out like Las Vegas?
Oh
style?
yeah, like fucking grind time, like motherfucking rap battle style.
Oh, you want to throw down a battle?
Like a
That's just the way it
chain
is.
gang battle.
Okay.
Like, bring it on, motherfucker.
Fucking A. All right. I hope this doesn't end our friendship.
No, like tomorrow morning I'm gonna forget because I'm wasted. So I probably will. You're gonna be expecting a battle invitation
In like 6 weeks. I'll have to remind your ass.
Psst, did you remember?
Hey, remember how we were gonna do this thing together? Like, what the fuck are you saying, Eric? I'm busy trying to get these multi-angles going.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to do fucking 4 angles on Bloodbath.
He's really ambitious over there. You gotta praise that. So thank you for the comment, Danny Moth. If you got more, and you're apparently a Bloodbath family member or whatever you guys refer to yourselves as.
We don't call each other anything really.
All right.
She's on a team.
Team. That's it. That's what I meant to say.
Not a family member. That'd be awkward. Sometimes.
It's a team. You guys get the team. You got a team going.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the whole family thing. I think that'd be really weird. Like, so it's like, you know, ICP, Insane Clown Posse.
I mean, I'm aware of them. I don't know anything about
Well,
them.
they have like their fan base called Juggalos, and they always consider themselves family. However, if you go to a concert or you go to like one of their camp festivals, is called The Gathering, like everybody's fucking everybody. So that's like incest.
Okay, that's
so you
pretty
can't
gross.
say families.
I mean, okay, I sort of get what you're going. Sort of. I'm not trying to fuck any of my viewers, but
Me neither. But if the opportunity arrives,
yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
You know how it is. I don't want to ever say like, "Hey guys, you're family. Let's go." Like, well, not like that. Not like that.
Okay, so you're not. So we're a team then.
But hold on. I'd also like to make sure that everybody is aware that I'm not specifically calling Danny out. I'm just saying like the whole situation.
Sure. Don't get all politically correct.
I know, man.
We all knew.
Danny's blushing. I'm blushing. It is what it is.
It's all good. You know what's funny is because I don't know. I guess I really do consider you motherfuckers family. I literally call Lindsay my sister. I feel like she's my sis.
However,
we're not blood related.
If the opportunity arose,
she'd still be my sis, and I'm sticking by that.
Fair enough. And I think I would be the same.
I do feel like we're on that level. Yeah.
I mean,
but that's just me.
I think like she knows.
So the next movie we're going to talk about,
Blade 2.
No, but seriously.
No, I think I don't know what the fuck you've seen. You watch like 5 movies a year.
No, you don't have to bring up something I've seen. I can tell you this shit that I've watched in the past year if you want me to go down that list.
Give me one of the most recent movies that's not The Boy.
Yeah, let me think about. I mean, I know I've been watching some shit. This is what I was fucking talking about. It's these kind of questions that make my mind go blank. So I've seen it. It Follows. I watched The Boy.
Can we talk about Abraham Lincoln versus zombies?
You can talk about that.
I don't have much to say. Funny concept, very cool actor.
Cool actor.
Big Sheath. No, is it Sheath? Scythe. Not Sheath.
Oh, sickle. He's got a sickle, right? Is that what he has?
Yeah, it's a sickle. You're right. What am I trying to say? A scythe is the same thing, I think.
I'm not certain.
I'm going to look that up.
Why do you think they chose Abraham Lincoln to be the vampire zombie killer?
Because it's The Asylum, and it came out right when The Vampire Hunter came out. So, like,
right. So they're
Asylum's all about just ripping it off. Like,
but no, but like, even my point is, like, even before the ripoff, like, why was Abraham Lincoln chosen to be the vampire killer or whatever?
I think people are just looking for a different angle. It's like you can have Blade 2, like I just mentioned recently.
Hell yeah, Blade 2. 5 stars.
Which is like more modern day futuristic. Or you can have like, hey, what if we took Blade 2 and we went like to the 1800s? Okay. It's like you can take this exact same story, bring it to a different time period, and everyone's going to love it. Or at least they're going to watch it.
Well, I mean, do you think another president could like pull the same audience?
Oh, I haven't watched it personally, but there is a JDR versus something.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, Badass. Is JDR American Badass.
That's the name of it?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Oh, FDR, sorry.
Yeah, it's FDR. Oh, you're right. I
don't know. Yeah,
I knew the DR. I knew what that was supposed to mean.
Yeah. It's Barry Bostwick.
Right.
So he's in like every horror movie. And he's awesome, actually. Like I interviewed him recently and he was really cool. And yeah, this guy, he's just like an American badass. He's in a wheelchair with rockets on it and he has a Tommy gun and he kills people.
That sounds like the shit.
Exactly. So who else we have? I'm trying to think of like another horror movie that has. I'm sure there's like a ton.
George Washington never made an appearance.
Helen Keller versus Night Wolves. She's not technically or
a president.
Yeah, she's not a president, but she is a like someone in history.
Sure. Helen
that has been used just for that exact same reason, just to put somebody into like a time period.
Helen Keller Elementary at some point. I always found that fucking weird. That
sounds like an easy rhyme right there. Like, yo, I came from Helen Keller Elementary. Like it flows already. Just saying.
I know. I got to get on my rhyme game.
Helen Keller Elementary. Like I would never ever say that. I would never say. Hold on. I would never ever say. Oh fuck! I would. I'm not gonna.
Come on, Jay, kill it.
I was gonna start freestyling, but I would never stop, and that's the problem.
Okay, yeah, good point. So fuck you. Moving on. Okay, did you ever see Resolution? I didn't think so. Boom! I got something on your ass now.
What is Resolution? I've never even heard of it.
I stumbled on it on like a movie site where I can stream movies. It was just there, and I kept seeing it.
Legally.
Resolution, but the thing that brought me into it was like on the sides of the poster, there's like film frames. So I'm like, okay, this might be a meta film. And it turns out it was. It was totally meta. The whole thing is meta. But so I watched it, and I found it pretty fascinating, actually. I thought the acting was what sold most of it. The idea. No, it's not found footage, but it is a little meta. I mean, no, it's way meta, and the idea is what could probably be considered schlocky, and I wouldn't even call it a horror movie. Actually, it's kind of gets put under the horror genre, but it's really not quite horror. However, the execution of the idea was pretty good, and the acting sold the movie. You should maybe check it out. It's not necessarily what
Actually,
you're
I'm just
used
looking
to.
at it, and it's by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. These are the guys who did Spring, which was one of my, if not the top film that was like horror genre related of
Spring.
2015.
Well, I'll have to check it out then because I really liked their one movie, so I'll probably like the other one.
Yeah, that's cool. I've never seen their previous movie. Here we go. Look at us agreeing.
Oh, I think Apocalypse is calling.
I don't know what that means at all.
That doesn't mean anything. It means I need to drink more beer.
Oh. I think you should watch Spring. It's a romance. It's basically more a love story.
I'm all right with that.
With horror elements in like
Spring as in the season?
Yeah. I'm not going to give too much away, but I'll tell you, it's like a guy goes to like Italy or Venice or something, and that might be in Italy, whatever.
I actually can't confirm or deny.
That's why I said might. They go to Italy, and this guy is just kind of like, he falls in love with a girl, and the girl has something strange with her. Like, she starts to turn into a creature.
I hate when that happens.
Right? So it's very Lovecraftian, but it's like it's a really good romance story. And that's like what it's going for. But it's considered like pseudo horror because of having
like
that kind of stuff
the
involved.
movie Resolution it's classified under horror, but it's really, it goes so beyond that I don't feel like I could even properly classify it as horror. Meta, sadly, is the closest genre that I could classify that under, because you don't at least as far as I'm concerned, throughout the movie, you don't really realize that it's kind of making fun of itself until you get towards the end, and then you realize, oh, okay, it's like an inside joke.
Okay, I'll check it out because I really like these guys, and I think that if you like this, then you're going to like Spring.
I bet I will too. Hopefully I can locate a copy.
Yeah, I need to make that top 10 list. I was supposed to make it, and I fucking bunted on it. I did like the top 10 horror movies of 2015, but I was also going to do the top 10 genre films of 2015, and Spring was number 1.
Oh, wow.
And so that was more like, I wanted to do a top 10 list of a bunch of movies that weren't quite horror, but had other, like, stronger other elements. So movies like Backcountry, which is like, it's kind of a horror movie, but it's a bear attack movie.
It's still scary.
Did you watch that one?
No, I don't even need to watch it to know that shit's scary.
Yeah. So, there's that. Turbo Kid, which is a great movie, and I think you'd love it.
I think I would too. Yeah.
It's like an 80s nostalgic kind of thing, but it's not a horror movie. It just has a ton of gore. It has a bunch of gore, and it's like...
Actually, I've been meaning to watch Turbo Kid, so that's something that's on my list for the next...
And I think it's on like a lot of streaming devices and stuff right now, so like it's available. It's widely available right now.
Hells yeah. So I got Spring and Turbo Kid to watch. And probably, wasn't there 2 bear attack movies? So
Revenant is one of them. I didn't watch it.
No, there's actually another... There's another one, because they always release everything in pairs.
Are you talking about Cub?
Fuck no, it's actually another bear attack. They must have released like 4 of them.
Well, Cub isn't actually a bear attack. It's about like a kid in like he's just like a kid. It
almost came to me. Oh fuck, whatever. Let's move on. Yeah, because I specifically remember the Red Letter Media guys talking about these 2 bear attack movies that came out at the same time, and one was better than the other.
I can only remember Backcountry.
And that's kind of a found footage, right?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, it's not found footage.
No.
But
What
it
is
is about a couple, isn't it?
It's about a couple, and it's just like two people.
I must have just assumed it was found footage for some
I
reason.
think, yeah, when you have a very small cast like that, it's like it
Right.
has to be, but it's not. So it's a couple that go hiking in Algonquin, or well, that's just a close park to me. That has nothing to do with this. I just named like a big forest near me. They don't go there. They just go to some forest and they're just going. And you know, you have your qualms, like the couple qualms and stuff.
Sure.
And it's great to see them like overcome issues that they may have had at the beginning. And then like a bear comes into play and they need to try and like avoid this bear and stuff. The bear not in it a lot, but the tension built because of it is great. And it's something that a lot of people don't do these days. Is just like build tension without fucking
Jump scares. Yeah. You know the thing about a bear, like I've fucking camped so much in my life. I feel like I'm lucky that I never was attacked by a bear, that I've been out in the forest so much. Like I really feel like I dodged a bullet.
Yeah. I don't camp, and I've never come across like a wild animal other than like maybe snakes, if you consider that.
Sure, snakes are wild, and I know you had really, really fucking nightmarish experiences with those.
Yeah, but like I've never had like no bears, no wildebeests of some sort. Like,
and I've been in some fucking sketchy wilderness. I'm really lucky I never ran into anything really bad. Now that I think about it. And it honestly, just the idea is kind of scaring me away from the woods.
Right,
Just,
like you go camping and then something scratches at your tent.
Fuck that.
What do? You don't know what it is. You don't know how dangerous it is. You don't know if you need to get out of your tent and try and shoo it away, or like step out of your tent and run. You know, like at that point, it's like, oh, there's claws at my tent. There's an issue. But at what level is it at?
And where, if you fucking just bolt out, like, where do you go in the darkness of the wilderness by yourself?
Right. You're going to fucking die. Assuming that that thing is going to chase you. And if you aren't assuming that, then you're going to slow down and it might get you.
I don't want...
There's too many things.
I don't want this to scare me out of the woods, because I'm a person that has always been okay with camping.
I think this conversation has now been influenced. You haven't even seen the movie yet.
I feel like if I were to camp more, I would be pushing my luck. Like, I feel like I've lucked out that I never got attacked by a bear up to this point.
Right.
Which reminds me of the movie Prophecy, which was, I've never saw, but my fucking mom has talked about this movie my whole life, about a mutant bear. Prophecy from like 1979, 1980.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Something either. About toxic waste in the water caused the bear to mutate, so it was all even more crazy than it already is.
That sounds amazing. Maybe she's thinking of like a Demonic Toys or some other doll movie. What the fuck is the movie? Dolls. There's like a crazy toy fucking whatever. I'm just rambling on, trying to make sense of the things I'm saying.
It's cool. It's cool.
And I'm almost there every time.
You almost make sense of it.
Yo, I have a question, because I'm trying to flesh out this list, and I think you'd be great for it.
Sure. Do it.
So I'm looking for top 10 slashers that are non-franchise. These are actual slashers, like people. These are the guys, or maybe it's actually the movies. The movies that are like the best slashers that aren't part of a franchise. There's not a sequel to them. So I'll tell you the five that I have. I have five.
Okay. Shit. That's
I
hard. That's
have
tough.
I have the Collector, which you haven't seen,
But
which there is a sequel now. So I have to take that one off probably.
but does one sequel count, or
Maybe
can we get away
one
with,
sequel's fine.
or what about a remake?
That's fine.
But as long as it's not an actual full-on franchise.
Right. So we'll consider a franchise 3 or more.
Okay.
So I have the Collector. I have Madman.
Madman Mick. What is his name?
I forget his fucking name.
Okay, that was only one movie, right?
I have Stage Fright, which was the remake that I'm not sure that you saw, but I have always recommended to you.
You keep recommending, and you know what? It's so funny because it echoes through my
brain. Because you love Suck.
It echoes through my brain like once a week. Like, Eric, you need to watch Stage Fright. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Just fucking watch it.
I love it.
The Burning, of course.
Fuck yeah. Good call on that one.
I don't know how that hasn't. I don't know why that doesn't have the eyes that it has. Like, that to me should be. I was gonna say like in the same light as Sleepaway Camp, but nobody watches Sleepaway Camp either. Like, it's so weird. It's like a few cult classics, and that's it.
Yeah, the burning slipped under the radar, but
it is one that deserved like sequels, if anything.
It's so strange that it never got sequels or a remake or nothing.
I have no idea. I'd love to. I haven't watched any of the behind the scenes. I've not watched anything on that, but I'd like to know more about that movie. And the last one that I had was My Bloody Valentine.
That was the one that I was going to mention.
Yeah, it's like
I really like that.
That
killer.
Guy's really dope.
He's seriously underrated as a fucking horror villain. That guy's got it going on. That should be a franchise that should be like in the 15s by now.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy that never caught on. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's because of the Valentine's thing. But
right,
his character is badass.
I completely agree. It's so good. So okay, so those are my 5. I'm trying to figure out some more that either it's so hard to like discount franchises. Like, no franchises. It's so fucking hard.
Maniac.
Yeah, I thought about Maniac. And when you were asking about remakes, I was thinking, like, is Elijah with? Yeah, I would probably, like, I'm trying to figure out if it's a slasher. Like, yeah, probably.
What about Martin?
I don't remember Martin. I don't know Martin.
I don't even know if there was a remake. It was George Romero. Early 80s George Romero? As far as I remember. And I do remember him slashing some girl's wrists on a train and letting the blood spill all over his face.
But is that the best one? Like, if you can barely remember it, is it the best? One of the best?
But but you're asking about non-franchise. This is tougher.
Yeah, I know, because you're almost all franchise. And so it's great to ask you, because if anything, you're going to be the guy that has one or two that you can pick out from something else.
So no go on that. No, that's cool. I'm glad you asked the tough questions, but what else?
I know.
What about American Psycho?
Yeah, I think that would be a great one. American Psycho is fantastic. Well, I don't think it fits this list. Like, I'm going to type it. But I feel like a lot of people will not see that as a slasher per se. However, he does everything slasher oriented. You've frozen, by the way, for me, so I don't know what's going on.
I'll just be over here drinking.
Well, I'll be over here drinking.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. It's really that's a difficult one. Anyone that's watching, comment. Let us know in either the comments or the question section. Like, what do you think is the best non-franchise slasher?
So many. Everything fucking spawned a franchise, though.
I know. There's one that I think from our very recent movie that we've both watched that
Yeah,
I think would make it's going to be a franchise. I'm certain of it. But I think that would be a great one.
we're talking really, really recent.
Yeah, really
Okay.
recent.
You know what else I was thinking? What about Leslie Vernon? Does he count? That's not a franchise. That's one movie.
Yeah, I think so. Like, but I'll put him down again for sure. That is a great one, and I really hope they do make the sequel that they did plan because they did have one.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting for it. So you said that like we're trying to keep the movie a secret. The recent one. Are we keeping this a secret?
Yeah. We don't want to just blurt it out.
Okay, but you think that guy could be a slasher as well?
Yeah, it's a big thing that like we didn't mention in our review at all. But I was like, John, if this wasn't happening at this moment, I think this guy would be fucking awesome. Like,
I agree.
his look, his attitude, and like the way that he was brought up. I think like he's got the backstory laid out. He
Right.
could be the next fucking Jason Voorhees. And I was like 100 on that. And I'm still 100 on that. I think that would be great.
I think that he would make an interesting slasher.
It's
Which is weird because he's not presented as a slasher.
exactly.
Who else we got? Who else is there?
I'm trying to think of like all of the horror movies that I ever seen in my life. It's impossible to think. They have
exactly right? That's
like,
the problem.
The next one, if we're going by 3 is a franchise, then definitely Chrome Skull from Laid to Rest.
Yeah, I mean he should be there. They only did 2, right?
Yeah, they did 2.
And I saw the first one, but I have not seen the sequel yet.
Sequel's not as good, but it's still pretty fun. I mean, Danielle Harris is in it, so that's fun.
The Dino is here from Little Monsters Movie Podcast.
How are you seeing that?
He's put a bunch of comments in the Q&A on the side.
Didn't see that until now. I had my thing under answered questions instead of questions. What a fucking idiot I am.
Well, now you see, it's just comments.
Oh, so when you said Martin, you were talking about his comment, Martin.
No, I brought that up first.
Oh, okay.
I just know Martin because of George Romero. And he did another one called Brutalizer. What the fuck was that other one he did?
Mutilator.
No. I bet you anything Dino knows the fucking answer to this one, though. What was the other George Romero? The guy had the white mask, little fucking beady eyes, brutalizer. What was it? He'll let us know. Anyway, until that happens, let's move on.
What about The Town That Dreaded Sundown?
Well,
I haven't seen the...
I didn't like the original. I haven't seen the other one.
Right. I know.
He was lame. That original movie was so fucking lame. Everybody told me it was awesome. Sorry. I just went off.
Right.
I want to see the other one. If it's a sequel or a remake, I'm not even sure.
I think it's like a remake or a retelling of the original story.
I hear it's actually better, so I definitely need to check it out.
I've heard great things. What else we have?
Can we count Jeepers Creepers, but he's not really slasher
And
worthy.
a third one's coming out this year.
He's more of a creature, I guess, right? So that's not really slasher.
Right.
Huh. Do you I still have we found a female for this yet? Isn't there a female slasher?
We don't have
Does that matter? Like, does that
We don't have
Bruiser? There you go. I knew fucking Dino would be on the ball. Bruiser. Hell yeah. I don't know if that really counts, but I just remember another George Romero.
I don't know what other female serial killer. Like, we have American Mary.
May.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
May.
movie.
You haven't seen May?
No, I've heard nothing but good things.
You should check out May. She's like the female Frankenstein. She's trying to build her a friend. I won't say anymore. You got to just see the movie.
Everyone told me, like, you should have May's doll on your top 10 doll movies.
Her doll?
Like, there's a doll in May?
I think so, but it's not like it's the focus of the movie.
Right, but everybody, like, I had probably 10 comments say, like, May. And I'm like, I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna put it on the list.
I think May is the focus of that movie. I almost feel bad for her character, but she's still bad.
Well, I've added it to the maybes. So I have a maybe section on this list.
That's just because I was trying to bring some estrogen into the mix.
Yeah, I know. It's tough because you're not going to see a lot of strong female slashers. Actually, you know who I'd bring on? Jacob Goodnight from See No Evil 1 and 2.
Okay. I haven't seen those, and I know I need to. I really know I'm fucking up right now if I have not seen them yet. I literally worked in the theater when the original came out, and I built the movie and played it on a projector, and I still haven't seen it.
The second one isn't that great, but I think the first one's better. Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's going on literally in the next week. I will watch See No Evil.
Excellent.
So you got that to look forward to.
I can't wait.
Okay. Slashers, huh? No franchise. Does it matter if it's supernatural or not?
Not really.
What about Slaughter High?
I don't remember it.
Let's go on old school though. But there was no sequels. It's a slasher.
Right, but we also have to think, is it the best?
It's not the best movie.
Right.
It's not the best movie, but it has a cult following, I think, because once the killing starts, the killing and the effects are pretty good. But so the first hour is very you're wondering if you're watching a National Lampoon movie or a horror movie for like a good hour.
Those are my favorite.
Well, then you should fucking watch Slaughter High.
Is that the one with the girl with the pom-poms? Like, it's a skeleton with pom-poms on the front?
No, I don't think so.
Cheerleader Massacre or something.
I don't know. I don't even know how to look it up right now. I fucking own the movie and I don't even know. I think there's a skeleton on the cover in like a graduation gown. It's a skeleton in a graduation gown.
Oh, yeah, okay. I've not seen this.
But Dino says Baby Firefly from Devil's Rejects. Does that count?
I don't know.
You're riding the line on there.
I think what I'm really going for, I don't know. I'm looking at my list, and like half of them is the movie title, and half of them are like the person themselves. Because my list just said top 10 slashers non-franchise, and I think it was supposed to be slasher movies non-franchise. Which
Slasher movie.
all of these would make sense. So I guess it doesn't
I
matter.
feel like we gave you a lot to work with, so you need to look through a lot of those options. But I'm still really interested in trying to figure out more slashers that don't have franchises behind
Yeah,
them.
we'll come up with those at like another time. I do have another one if you want to get on this one.
Sure, bring it.
Hold on. It opened in some fucking weird program.
I need a drink and go take a restroom break pretty soon. Do you want to do that before we get into the next thing? Or can I do that? I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll just chat with Dino.
You chat with him. I'll be right back in no time.
Oh, I already have like a ton here for this one. What is good, Dino? Dino in the building all the time. I love it. I love having you. You complete me. I don't really like this whole questions thing. I wish we could just do the fucking comments back and forth on YouTube. Makes everything easier because I can't switch to the next comment. Dun 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 dun. Aw shit, it's 3 o'clock. Gotta go to bed soon. Just gotta wake up and fix my computer because I've pretty much fucked it up tonight. Oh, I can hear some chimes. Sounds like Eric has some chimes outside his window or something. Cool. Yeah, tomorrow we're getting down and we're going to be doing a review of Piranha 3D with my buddy Dustin. Dustin likes to get drunk. I like to get drunk, so we're going to get drunk and watch the movies. Hails motherfucking yeah. Can't wait.
What? I'm back.
What
Welcome back, Eric. Oh, thank you.
Welcome back, Eric.
What did I miss?
I don't know. I was looking directly into Deadpool's crotch via some new video.
What the hell? You got off topic.
Okay, so I have a top 10 kills by zombies. This one's almost ready to go. I have actually like too many that I'm trying to like narrow it down at this point.
By zombies?
Yeah, so not like killing zombies, but by zombies.
I'm sure there's nothing I could mention that's not already on the list.
All right. Do you want to hear the list or do you want to take a shot at naming some and I'll tell you if they are on the list?
No, I think the question is, do you want to fucking reveal the list before it releases on your channel?
I don't care. It's like I haven't done the video for it. I'm trying to narrow it down to 10.
Yeah, go ahead then. Bring it.
Okay. We have Dead Snow. Zombie rips the body. That well done, Jay. These are my notes.
I know that one where the zombie rips the body. Can't miss it.
Well, that's going to be an issue. Okay, we'll scrap that one. Oh, it's when all of the zombies rip like one of the guys at the very end. They like rip all of his limbs off. It's pretty dope. It is really cool.
I can dig it.
We have Dawn of the Dead, the remake, where the kid kills the dad.
What kid? Oh, in the beginning.
The neighbor's kid at the beginning.
Oh, in the beginning. Okay. You lost me for a minute.
We have Evil Dead 2, where dude's dragged into the basement and blood sprays.
Fuck yeah, a
Fucking
lot of blood.
like the fucking Kool-Aid fountain.
Or blood that is in the human body.
I love that so much. Um, the Dawn. I don't really remember that based on these notes. Dawn of the Dead motorcycle gang.
All of them.
Yeah, like is that a thing? I
Yeah,
can't even remember.
sure. I mean, yeah, you know, that's what, that was the entire climax of Dawn of the Dead is the fucking motorcycle gang ruined everything.
Right. Yes. Oh my god. All of these are so fucking cryptic as far as what I've written. Yeah, like everything is like, oh, good luck, pal. You'll never like this one, okay. Dead Snow 2 intestine kill, which is like an intestine's used to not only siphon gas from one like truck to another, but also to strangle a guy.
Good God, dude. What do you watch over there?
Return of the Living Dead. Guy pulls rug, bites skull.
That's fine. That's cool. That's a good one.
Dead Alive. I kick ass for the Lord. And then
that movie is in a fucking class of its own.
I love that one though. What's this one? I love how just straight up this one is. Dawn of the Dead, 1978. Black guy eating wife.
That would be at the beginning, right? Before he
Yeah,
gets his
yeah.
head.
Like I don't think this might be the. Yeah, it's one of the first kills. I love it. Shaun of the Dead, the pub window mauling, where all of the zombies break in and they like grab that person, and it like rips apart the stomach, which is almost exactly like Captain Rhodes' death, which is the next one on the list, which is where he gets ripped apart in Day of the Dead from like the group of zombies. Zombie 2, the eye impale.
Wow. Just keep going, though. It doesn't happen too often.
What? I didn't hear you. What? You're all fucked up to me.
No, we fucked up for a minute. It's fine. We'll keep going. Can you hear
And you
me?
said, no, keep going. What does that mean?
It's full. The last thing I saw was death.
Whose death?
Captain Rowe.
Okay. And I
Day of the
said
Dead.
the zombie 2 I kill.
The which one?
The splinter.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen
They pull that person's fucking head towards the thing.
Yeah. That one's dope. That's one of my favorites.
That's a classic one. Yeah,
Ever.
classic.
Have you watched Walking Dead?
I've never seen an episode of Walking Dead.
Okay.
I know I should.
Well, I'm gonna spoil something because there's gonna be a Walking Dead one on here. There's a guy from The Walking Dead that gets ripped apart in like a turnstile. So his death is here. How am I gonna remember this? This is shit. Because like I write these lists like months ago when I'm watching like a bunch of movies in preparation. And then you get something like this, which it's like, I have no idea what this is. Burial Ground. Michael bites mom's boobs. I don't know what that is. I can't remember that one at all.
Oh, here. I turn my
Yo,
camera
you're all.
off.
Yeah, I think so. You're all fucked up.
Is that better? Can you at least hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
God damn it! Why do I always got to be the guy that
I don't know.
fucks everything up?
That's so weird. So burial ground. Michael bites mom's boobs. Do you remember that one?
The name of the movie is Burial Ground?
Yeah.
No, I'm not familiar with this. I don't think.
You can search that like Michael bites mom's boobs on images, and you can see what is going down here. It's ridiculous.
I feel like I've seen boob biting in movies before.
I know. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've seen it.
Recall the title Burial Ground, but I might have just caught like a glimpse of some boob biting.
It's tough. I think that's all I have. It's a tough titty. That's everything I have. So that's like more than 10, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13.
I don't know if that's something you even want to reveal here now or not.
Of what?
Top 5 horror. Because I was telling you earlier, it's like something.
So top 5 horror ever? That's a tough one.
And don't try to be like you're just for the sake of it. Like, really, what would be your top 5?
My top 5, like
Something
movies
in
or
mind.
franchises? Horror movies?
One out of a.
I can't hear you now. Something has happened to your internet. Every time, Eric. Every goddamn time.
Try again.
Every time we do this, your fucking internet fucks up. This is unfortunate.
I mean, I didn't catch most of that, but this is fucking what we go through every goddamn time, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yes, it
Isn't
is.
Isn't it, Jay? You damn fucking right it is. And all I want, why? I'm about to go on a fucking killing spree right now.
I told you.
And there'll be no franchise. It'll be me.
Oh shit! The
Solo
motherfucking
slasher.
death twitch.
That's right. No sequels. Nobody can replace me. Once I do my fucking killing spree and then die at the end, I mean, I might come back. I can't guarantee that I won't.
If you want to be a non-franchise killer, you better die at the end.
I better stay dead. Well, you're right. But I really better kill so many people that it leaves a legacy.
Fine. Leslie Vernon did it, and like he barely killed anyone. Yo, I think like we've been talking for a while, and your shit's all fucked up. We may as well end it. Keep me on my fucking track record to wake up early.
Say what?
Can you hear me?
Sort of.
Okay, let's end it.
You're right. I'm going to go ahead and just say that we would have kept going for about 15 more hours, but because somebody's internet is shit, we're going to call it now. And, you know, some of us got to get sleep anyway. So thanks to everybody that's fucking listening and that caught this. Thanks for putting up with with my BS.
I have BS too.
Give your outro there, Jay.
Oh, what's my outro?
I don't know. Do you want to plug anything or anything?
Oh yeah, hey, I'm Jay from Bloodbath and Beyond. Check me out at Bloodbath and Beyond on YouTube.
All right, man. Thanks for fucking sticking up with us. We're out later.
Peace.